Hi guys, and welcome to another video of Eye of the Diamond. My name is Harlequin.
And I'm Loco Angel. Today we'll be explaining a simple but very important concept. How to freeze a lane, as well as how to deal with someone freezing against you.
I'll also be talking about the pros and cons of freezing a lane. It's usually something done top lane because of the whole island concept. Given that top laners don't really affect the game that much during the laning phase, they can afford to sit there farming for extended periods of time, unlike mid lane, which tends to be centered more around shoving and roaming.
I see, alright, but what about bot lane?
The thing with bot lane is that they're all mostly ranged characters, which makes it very easy for them to break a freeze.
So basically, freezing a lane applies mostly to top lane then?
Pretty much. It's doable for short periods of time in other lanes, but it can be done for a long time top lane. Anyway, let's go to a game and show you guys how to freeze. Freezing lane isn't too hard. Whenever the enemy wave is larger than yours, all you have to do is last hit. Eventually you'll run out of minions, and that's when you get to decide where you want the freeze to happen.
What do you mean?
While your next wave is arriving, you're the one tanking the minions, which means you get to choose at which distance from your tower you want the lane to freeze.
So I guess having to tank some minion is another reason why it doesn't work so well mid and bot lane, right?
Correct. And once you've decided where to freeze and your next minion wave has arrived, you'll sometimes have to trim the big wave down. Otherwise you'll find yourself tanking way too many minions. You can do that by killing the melee creeps, like I'm doing here, or some excess caster minions.
Huh, and the rest is basically just last hitting then?
Yep.
Alright, so what can someone do to break a freeze?
It comes down to minion tanking again. If you clear the minions that the enemy player is using to freeze, he'll be forced to tank creeps and be vulnerable to harass.
And what if I'm behind in lane and I can't really get near him?
The concept stays the same, but you'll most likely need your jungler to help you shove out all the way to the tower. Once your minions get to the tower, the freeze breaks easily.
So should someone always be freezing a lane whenever they can?
Hell no. You only freeze a lane when you know you won't lose any map pressure for it. If you see the enemy roaming, you don't want to sit top and leave your team at a numerical disadvantage. You gotta shove and apply pressure.
So to recap, if a wave builds up, I should figure out if freezing is the right decision, then last hit until the wave gets where I want to, trim the excess fat of the wave, and then just keep on last hitting until the freeze ends, or until I need to pressure my lane.
That's pretty much it.
Alright, well this is going to take some practice, but it does seem like a really good way to farm safely and put the enemy in a bad spot.
Hi guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.